Good morning, everybody. This is Stephanie. It's Friday, June 10th. So, every week, one day prior to my day off, I always say to myself, I have to get up at 8 o'clock. The earliest 7, the latest 8 o'clock. Well, that's not going to happen if you go to bed and you're tossing and you're turning all night long, which in turn causes you to browse through the internet, to pace back and forth in the house, turn the TV on and then turn the TV off, and then going back to bed and your mind is racing and you just can't sleep. And you see 11 p.m., 12, 1 o'clock a.m., 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I saw last night. I started falling asleep at about 5:30 or 6 o'clock. And within that time, just as I slumped into sleep, I woke up. So, before I continue with today's video, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and to those visitors just visiting for the first time. If you find something that resonates with you, please consider to subscribe. Thanks. See you back soon. Yeah, so every week I have a ritual that I go through, and that's moving some money around away from my checking into my savings. And I like to keep the personal savings totally separate from my checking. So that's why I do that. And I can't do that electronically from my bank app, because having two savings allows me to keep all my money that I'm saving separate from my checking. Should an emergency happen, I always have cash at hand. I don't believe in keeping all your money in checking and just using a debit card to do purchases or anything like that. Okay? If you gotta go to the bank to get physical cash out, and if the ATM is overdrawn because hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people are hitting it on the first week of the month, then you're gonna be without cash. So I always got cash at hand, and I also have a separate savings for that. So that's why I do what I do. Eventually, I might open up a separate checking where it's going to be special, that I don't touch it or I treat it as a savings, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to go back home and do a few things, and then I'm going to head back out and do my second ritual. yeah, so I got up about 9 o'clock or 8:45, and I made me a very light breakfast. I made 2 fried eggs with chili, beans, and hamburgers. It was yummy. It was very, very light. And then I had a protein shake after that. So I'm satisfied. I'm probably not going to eat nothing until it's time for me to go to my part-time job later. Yeah, you heard right. Later, I got to go to my part-time job for 5 hours. I thought about having a part-time job that I work 4.5 hours or 3.5 hours, 3 days a week, because the 5 hours straight on a part-time can be a little bit long. But I'm so busy when I get there that I'm not clock watching. When you're clock watching all the time, it actually stretches out the day. So if you're clock watching, you can't be that busy. So I'll talk to you guys shortly. So I'm back. So my very minor thing I had to do is done. And that had to do with securing my little ritual of transferring my money out of my checking. That's complete for the week. So now I gotta get some gas because I'm just above a quarter tank. I always say never drive below half a tank, but once in a great while I end up driving below the half tank. No matter how you slice it, I know that whether you do or you don't, you're still spending the same amount of money for gas anyways. But to me, it's always nice to have a full tank and drive until you get to a half a tank before you put gas back in, because this way you always have gas in your vehicle. You always have a minimum of a half a tank. So either way, you can say it worked out, because I didn't have time to go to the gas station when I'm working 2 jobs in one day. But today it's just my part-time job. That's why I'm able to talk with you guys today. So my second ritual was to get my lottery ticket. 1 scratch ticket and 1 Powerball ticket of 10 betting. So last night I enrolled in my part-time's benefits for 401k program. About 2 months ago, they sent me a notification to my email telling me that at some point they'll be reaching out to me to inform me that they're going to enroll me in a 401k. And they were going to contribute from my pay $7 or 3% of my gross pay into a 401k. Now they do that automatically unless you inform them that you're opting out. Well, last night after I watched a movie at home, I went to the letters and email that they had sent me, and I increased the contribution from 3% contributed to my 401k of my gross to 10%. So I increased it to $20 every pay period into my 401k of the yacht club part-time job that I have. And I also I'm doing a regular savings program with them also. So that's 2 things I did just for my part-time job. I also have a 401k with my full-time job that I contribute more money to out of my full-time 40-hour gross pay. Not many part-time employment gives you the benefits that I'm getting from my part-time job, and that excites me. Okay? Now, let's be clear. I don't know how long I'll be doing this part-time job for, because this is the type of job, it can be very physical and very laboring. When I get into my part-time job, I don't stop working. I don't stop working until it's time to go home, and I don't take a break. Okay? It's a very fast-paced, busy work. So that's why I say I don't know how long I'll keep it. But they're paying me good just for 3 days a week. Okay? And I'm doing just 15 hours a week. And they're matching me on what I'm contributing to my 401k. What if I stay there next 3 to 5 years? That's money going to my 401k. If I quit a year from now, it's money going into my 401k. A lot of times when you quit your job before you retire, whether it's a part-time job that offers you these benefits or a full-time job that gives you these benefits, if you quit the job before you retire, then they forward you a letter saying that you have to roll it over into an IRA or into some type of investment, so you don't have to pay any taxes on, because you're not 59 and a half years old. And if you withdraw before you're 59 and a half, you get penalized. Okay? And you have to pay taxes on top of that. Okay? Because then it's considered income. So if I quit my job, my part-time job, 5 years from now, they're going to send me that notice. And I will simply take that and roll it over into my IRA. So that's not a bad thing either. But I'm going to stick out this part-time job for as long as I can, because, as you know, I have choices to make. Am I going to purchase a piece of land? Or will I stay where I'm living at and just buy my sports car so I can just have something nice to show for? And speaking about a car, this car has just turned over 280,027 miles. That's right, you heard right. 20 miles shy of 300,000 miles. And it's running good still. I'll be talking to you guys soon. I gotta go in and do my second ritual, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I did my second ritual, which was playing the same exact numbers that I've been playing all year. I haven't been doing this faithfully because it does get expensive, but it's only $10. That's my limit for these Powerball tickets, $10. That's 10 bets. And then I go to my favorite spot where I have my belief system in place, and I play $10 scratch ticket. So maybe once or twice a month, I spend about $20 just for lottery. I'm taking a chance like everybody else does. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about is I just pumped $50 of gas. Okay, so last week the gas prices at this gas station was $4.72. $4.72 a gallon. Well, since last week, the gas has jumped 18 cents. That means it's $4.90. $4.90 for gasoline. I think it's fair to say that by next week, it could very well be over $5 a gallon. That's right. So I put 50 bucks of gasoline at $4.90 a gallon. I got 10.2 gallons. I added 10.2 gallons to my vehicle. When I pulled up in here, I was just over a quarter tank, just a little bit. Almost between half a tank and just above a quarter tank. Okay, I have a full tank of gas right now. So when I drive below half a tank and I'm at just over a quarter tank, you can expect to spend $50 to bring you all the way up to full tank. Okay? So that's what we're living through with the economy and the cost of living. The other thing is, I discussed the gas costs with you guys yesterday and the day before. Let's not forget, we're supporting Ukraine with this war against Russia. Russia was supplying us with gasoline. Guess what? We're not buying gasoline from Russia anymore. Do you think that's pushing and driving the sales of gasoline? Yes. Russia is not selling us gas anymore because they want us to pay them in rubles. But because we oppose the war that they started, we don't want to buy gas from them. Okay? Joe Biden has to tap into the gas and oil reserves. All this is driving the price of gas here at home. In California right now, it's over $9 a gallon in most municipalities in California. Okay? Some parts of California, it's over $10 a gallon. Okay? Remember, I spent 50 bucks. I only got 10.2 gallons for $50. All right? And it's at $4.90 today at the gas station where I pump fuel most of the time, because it's on my way to my part-time job. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's been interesting once again, and I'm seeing the reaction on people's faces when they're pumping their gas. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.